Well, hi everyone. So this is my first attempt at making some motorcycle videos, and I'm a big fan of motorcycle videos. I watch them all the time, and I love to ride. So I got myself a little 360 camera, and I am gonna try starting to make some of these. So I don't really know entirely what it's going to look like right now, but I'm thinking about maybe doing some where I'm discussing topics or talking about things while I'm riding, talking about just why I love to ride, everything like that. So this is basically just a test run, and we're going to see how this footage comes out later and go from there. But yeah, I'll probably start with maybe a video about my bike and what I ride and some mods that I've done. Maybe my background on riding. Tips. Maybe a little bit with my wife. My wife doesn't ride, but she backpacks with me. So maybe getting a little bit of her perspective might be a little fun. So there's a lot of beautiful scenery out here. I basically live on the border of Oregon and Idaho. And there's a lot of beautiful roads to ride on around here. Unfortunately, it's a little smoky right now, so you're not going to be able to see very far. Yesterday, or no, it wasn't yesterday. It was the day before yesterday, Tuesday. My wife and I, so we live about an hour from Boise, Idaho, and we rode literally to Boise, Idaho, and it was a fun ride. I always love riding, but it was just so smoky, we literally couldn't see the mountains around Boise. And if you've been to Boise or if you spend time here, you know that Boise is very iconic for being surrounded by mountains. And you just could not see anything. And it's still pretty bad. There's fires all around us right now. So we're just keeping a watch. It's a little worrisome, you know. My camera got a little messed up. See, I'm still figuring this out. It's a little worrisome. The fires are all around us right now. So I hope we don't have to evacuate. My wife's keeping an eye on it. We're just going to have to see. But yeah, so I'm basically riding the 12-minute ride into town. I'm going to stop at the grocery store, and then I'm going to go to my friend's house. We have a Bible study tonight. Yeah, it's a fun ride. I'm going to try and play around with the 360 in editing and see exactly how it works, because I really don't know. This is my first crack at it. If I can maybe splice together footage of me along with footage of what's in front of me, the road. You know, I'm basically just approaching a turn right here. I've been riding for a few years. I started riding in, I want to say 2021, so it's been about 5 years, and I would say for the first 3 years I kind of just rode on and off. I got my motorcycle endorsement, and then I had a bike for a short while, and I ended up selling it, not because I didn't want to ride, just because I needed the money. So I stopped for a little while, and then when my wife and I came here, I got back into it, and I rode a little Kawasaki Z125. And I know that bike is tiny, but that bike's a lot of fun to ride. And that bike is really good at building skills. So if any of you are beginners or you want to get into riding, a Kawasaki Z125 or a Honda Grom, they're basically the same bike. One's made by Honda, one's made by Kawasaki. Great entry bikes. Highly recommend them. They're great to learn skills on, especially if you live in the city. They're perfect for the city. They were a little hard for me because living out in the country, I think I topped out my Kawasaki Z125 at 67, and that was downhill, fully tucked in. I would say on a normal day going straight away, my Z125 topped out at about 62, depending, and if my wife was on with me, probably about 58. So we basically used it just to go into town and back, nowhere far. I think the furthest I rode on it was out to Caldwell, which was maybe about a 40-minute ride, and all back roads. And then I rode that for a few months, and I just quickly outgrew it, and I traded it in for my Vulcan S, which I'm riding right now. And I absolutely love the Vulcan S. The Vulcan S is one of those bikes where either you love it or you hate it, I've noticed. There's a lot of people who ride the Vulcan S that I see online. There's a whole Facebook group dedicated to it, actually, which I'm a member of. Sorry, I'm trying to tighten this a little bit. Like I said, I'm figuring it out. And anyone who rides it really loves it, I would say. I love it because it's a great little cruiser, which I love cruisers, but it has a awesome engine. It's basically got the Ninja engine, which I'm sure most of you know. It's really fast, very light, very nimble. I can handle these corners no problem. And it goes much faster than a normal 650 cruiser. Literally just today, I'm not going to tell you how fast I was going because I'm not going to put that on video, but I was just experimenting with it coming back from basically my job, and I just had a nice straightaway, and I hit the throttle a little bit, and I really got it up nice. I just love to ride it. It's great on gas. I get roughly 55 to 60 miles per gallon on it. I did a lot of mods on this. I have Mustang seats on it for both me and my wife, and they're very comfy. Riding out to Boise, which is just over an hour ride. Never had a single issue. Very comfy. Very easy to get replacement parts, very easy to work on. I've done a lot of work on this bike, pretty much last winter. I spent all winter working on it, doing some mods, upgrades, things like that. Very easy to take care of. I think I have around 3,000 miles on it right now, maybe just a little under. Maybe I might be at around 25. I don't know. I have to check. But yeah, I've never had a single issue with it. It's been really good. It's definitely not the quickest bike. They're obviously, if you're looking at leader bikes and stuff like that, you're going to find bikes that are a lot faster. But I would say for what it is, it's a really great bike, and I don't have any complaints with it. So I'm coming into town now. I'm going to stop the video here, and we'll see how this turns out. So thank you.